Okay, so first clip of the series, we're at 17 minutes in game 1. Over here, Nigma tried to gank CK, and this actually turns into a 5-on-5 full engagement. Now let's closely examine this fight, okay? So he misses the spear on CK, actually dodged by his ult, which is cool. Now it hits Sankey instead, right?
Right, and then Sankey uses Sandstorm, and then Kuroki doesn't put down a sentry and just lets him get out.
Okay, let me just rewind a bit. Yep, let's look at the fight.
He's standing so far away. Okay, they hit Sankey, just run up, put down the sentry. What's he waiting for? Like, this is a free kill, and he decides.
The reactions are so slow, man.
Right, he's an old man, dude. I'm pretty sure he just has slow fingers now. But dude, if we keep looking, right? So they go on to ILTW, and this is like the 5th time he doesn't get Grave off. Like, dude, just Grave. If you can't get it off correctly, just use it earlier, okay? It's better than not using it. Like, this is the 5th or 6th time he lets ILTW die like that for no reason. Just help him.
Yeah, he doesn't use on Miracle either. Just like lets his 2 cores die.
Exactly. You mean Mind Control, right?
Oh yeah.
He right there, he could have helped Mind Control too when Windrunner was backing off. Like, he just lets everyone die. He doesn't save anyone. Also, if we look back earlier in the engagement, he also doesn't know how to use his ulti. Like, he should use it immediately, right? Because it's a stacking armor, so you have to use it earlier to start stacking. He doesn't. He just.
I mean, just walk up to use Poison Touch as well. Like, use your ulti, use your Poison Touch, right?
Right. Sanking already stunned out. Like, unless you get shackled by a Windrunner, there's no way you die right now. He just lets. He just lets LTW die again. This is basically why they lose this game, right? Every time they expect him to Grave Huskar, so he can do damage.
It's a huge difference.
Right, and then he just dies, and then they have nothing to do, nothing to fight.
Right, and over here, everybody dies, and okay, there's a pause. Let me just speed it up so we can go back to the game. So he actually goes back for GH. Like, he tries to save GH here, which is just like there's no point anymore, you know? Like, GH dies here for sure, and ends up they end up feeding 5.
It would have been better just for him to go help Miracle, Mind Control and die.
Right.
Such a poor play by Kuroki, man.
So 20 seconds into game 1, we're gonna see Kuroki just somehow feeds first blood here. Okay, so if we pause the game right here, he actually sees Grimstroke use the slow, which means there's no stun, right? And then Sky uses slow. He could TP right now. He could TP to tier 1, but just decides not to. Just actually fights Skyrat to death. You know, it just feels like he's going to experience the supports for some reason.
This is so bad into a Huskar lane because they're tri-laning, obviously, right? And then these supports do a lot of damage with XP, which they would be lacking in a tri-lane. So this is actually completely fucking ILTW over. If he just TP'd immediately, like, he would have half HP probably and 1 tango, and then plus the tower heals. He'll heal up in no time. So if this wasn't first blood, you know, I understand he doesn't want to waste TP. Like, maybe he thought like, oh, he just dies and he TPs out is better, so he has full HP. But this is first blood, so this is really important.
Alright, so at 9:20, we're gonna watch Nigma take a team fight in reaction to Brame's gank on Mind Control. So let's see. Okay, so they find Mind Control here, and actually Nigma misses like 60 or 70% of their spells in this team fight, so let's take a look. So first, Mind Control completely whiffs his spear.
Right, and then GH misses an arrow right there. He lets Sankey get his ulti off. And then the Miracle misses another skill. I don't know, Winner stays around, right? Because he's trying to get a kill. He shackles Miracle. Miracle again misses his first skill. If they hit any of these skills, right? If they hit any of these skills, right, they would have killed Sankey. The Windrunner doesn't he gets slowed, right? So even if he windruns, you know, Mars has spear, he can spear them.
Right, like, Sky comes from behind.
Right, if they just hit any of their spells, you know, they could get a kill. Right? Instead, they miss all the crucial ones. He misses again right here, right? And then Miracle ends up dying right here. So like, every time they miss a skill, right, they could have killed someone. So it's just like ridiculous.
Right, and just to add to your point, like actually during this whole fight, ILTW actually decides, like, he watches the fight, he's like, okay, my team's missing all my spells. So he decides to TP mid and farm, you know, and then like Sky comes and they actually just lose the fight.
Right. If they hit any skills, they would have killed anyone. And it ends up for what? It was like 2 for nothing. And they use all their ults.
Okay, so at around 15 minutes, Nigma decide to make a Roche bait where they send Huskar in the pit, and the rest of the team is actually smoked behind them, right? They smoke right here, yeah. Now, Huskar has low HP, right? And Brame has ward, so he's spawned by a ward, and also, you know, power shot hit him. And if we just play the clip, Sand King actually just deletes him straight up with Blink Epi plus Inkswell. Kuroki's actually not in range for the grave, and just IoT just dies, you know.
Well, yeah, he wasn't in position to fucking use his grave, right? I think he could have reached, but at the end too, and he didn't. I think because he got stunned into the air, and then I don't know, Kuroki's old man, he just missed like that crazy shit. But the main reason why this play was so bad is because actually, if you look at Kuroki's skill build, it's actually horrendous. Like what? They have a Huskar. Why would you max third skill instead of second skill, right? First of all, your second skill, the higher level, right? It gives you longer duration, gives you more cooldown, a shorter cooldown, and it gives you more range, right? They want Huskar at low HP, right? Longer duration to do more damage. Why the fuck would you not max this on with the Huskar? Instead, he gets maxes third skill, which actually does nothing in this game, right? Like they want to keep Huskar alive at low HP. Like, don't heal him, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't even use heal here either. Like he doesn't use anything. He just lets him die. Like, and LTW doesn't have BKB, so it's obvious. Like they're just trying to bait. Like they know the enemy power shot. They know they see him. Why is he not ready to save him? Like LTW just gets like thrown under the bus by Kuroki for no reason. All right, so basically Nigma just de-ward here, right? And then they're obviously trying to force a Roshan fight. You know, Brame knows they have rocket flare, right? They know that they're
speed it up a bit.
They're getting ready,
right?
And then if we look at here, you know, Jake actually goes out to try and block Clockwork Hook, right? Which is good, but I have no idea why. Halfway through, he decides, no, I'm gonna go back in, and then he gives Clockwork a chance to go in. And right here, he wastes Snowball and Mind Control, wastes his push staff, both on that, and no one could save ILTW right here. So it's like horrible fight.
Yeah, it's horrible. Now let me go back a bit because I want to talk about Kuroki. Okay, so if we look at over here, so Kuroki, when the Roche is almost finished, Kuroki actually sees a Beastmaster, right? So in the Nightmare's Beastmaster, and in my opinion, really he should be trying to block the hook shot as well because they don't have information on where Clockwork is, right? Because you know, he could be here, he could be here, right? So I feel like especially when you know Bloodseeker already used this spell, he can walk up a bit and try to block the hook shot, right? You know, just try it. Okay, but it's okay. He doesn't do it. He walks downwards, which is fine, right? Now, right after Clock steals, snatches Aegis here, if we look at Kuroki, his first reaction is actually to like walk towards where his whole team is running towards, which is just extremely like debatable because like, why would he be doing this? Look at Miracle's positioning. If we pause the game here, if Kuroki walked upwards and let's say, like he should be connecting with Miracle, right? Their biggest damage dealer. If he grips the Kato or Beastmaster, actually in this case probably Beastmaster, right? Because he hasn't used Roar yet. Miracle can actually just open BKB and just kill them, right? And over here, if we look, Kuroki actually ends up like gripping a full HP Dragon Knight that used like every single spell. He used Fire, he used Stun, he used Blink, he used his, what is this called? Fireball? Like he used everything, right? He grips in the full HP. Like what does he expect? Like does he want his whole team to like start auto-clicking Dragon Knight or what, right? Like what is this? And then like IOTW uses Olay, which I guess is, you know, understandable because he's surprised that Brame actually initiates, but I think it's quite obvious, right? Because like, you know, Clockwork snatches Aegis, they're all low HP. Like he could have used it preemptively to like try to just get his team out, but uses too late and dies immediately after.
Right, and there's no Snowball and push staff to save him, like we said.
Yeah,
right?
They try to do it on Clockwork, which I guess is fine, but yeah, this is just a really bad fight. And then like, I think overall Brame also played really well. You know, the decision making to just go on Luna and just take her out.
Right. If we actually look at Miracle, right, he also gets juked constantly. No, after right now, just now.
Yeah, you mean okay? I'll put on Miracle's player view. Yeah.
Right. So, Beastmaster actually plays around the vision, just jukes his ass off. So
oh yeah, he gets like okay, tries to kill him.
That's
here.
actually really well.
Nope. Tries to ult clock. Nope.
Wastes his whole BKB duration. So this is actually really good by Brame.
He hit edge here. Oh no, he doesn't die. What the?
No, he doesn't die. No one died.
Okay, so at 24 minutes, Nigma are gonna try to, you know, gain some map control by walking up the high ground and actually just gets cogged out, right? Now, a few seconds later, they try to go back in, and for this clip, let's just watch the fight first. I'm gonna speed it up. So over here, you know, ILTW gets initiated. He just basically straight off the bat, VA kills him, and Bane dies. It's buy one get one free, and oh shit, Mind Control also dies. Yeah, he also dies here.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's a clip.
You know, yeah. So people basically they think like, oh, ILTW is feeding, right? He's just walking in, but actually, it's actually like the draft's fault. They actually have no tank. They have a position 3 Bloodseeker that got a push staff. They have no one to go in first. It has to be ILTW, right? Okay. And he expects his supports to save him. They have Snowball, they have Sleep. Just like the previous game, he has Huskar and he had Grave, right? He expected his team to help him, but again, his team lets him down. Throws him under the bus. He just gets beat up to half HP before he even gets slept, right? And then he BKBs and just gets run down.
Right. So this is probably like more of a team decision, right? Now we've gotten that out of the way. Let's go back to this clip. Okay. So basically, what Nigma's doing here is that they're trying to win the fight. With Lina down and B sensor down, they think they can win 4-4, right? Because they don't want to play against PA late game, right? Which is fine. So they go up here. There, if you see GH, he actually queues up a Warriors Punch here and tries to blink in. Unfortunately, gets canceled by a Rocket Flare, right? And they're trying to win the fight by maybe just nightmaring Luna so she can get BKB off and win the fight. Now, the problem with this play is, right, this is never gonna work. Like, it's only gonna work against the team, like if they have brain damage, basically, right? Because like, they've been under vision for like freaking 30 seconds. Like, Brame knows what they're doing. Now, I feel like Nigma is like probably reminiscent, towards their LAN days, where sometimes their team, like their opponents do have brain damage because like they're nervous of the crowd or whatever. But hey, this is online. It's not gonna happen. Like, Brame knows what's happening. Okay, they're gonna buy back Beastmaster. You've been under the vision for 30 seconds. They're gonna win the fight. It's just not happening. Okay, so. Yeah, Beastmaster buys back, right? IoT doesn't even get the open ulti. Like, he immediately just runs away. Like, he knows it's over. It's like, it's not even close, right? It's not even close. So like, just dies.
And it gets canceled immediately, right?
Yeah, right. The grip just gets canceled like right off the bat. Yeah.